What do you mean I'm in trouble?
Hello. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon to you from Baltimore, Maryland. I hope you can hear me. Welcome to another interesting edition today, happening to be the Boxing Day. And by the way, I just quickly want to say a big shout out to everyone that have taken time to watch any of my video at any particular time since May 2020 till now. Today happened to be the last video for the year, and I'm so glad to connect with you guys. I'm very, very fortunate to be here, and I don't want to take it for granted. Looking at the happenings out there globally, if you are here and you are joining me live today, you and I owe the Almighty gratitude, because every one of our lives is dogged by the testimony of the fact that we are still alive and we are still here. And I don't want to downplay the fact that anybody that have lost loved ones or that have gone through any form of pain during the year, maybe you lost your job, you lost loved one through death, or any other way that there was a pain along the journey, I just want to say my heart goes out to you, and I can understand what it truly means. But I don't want us to lose hope. Because I'm by the way, I'm unable to see everybody that have joined. I hope to be able to do that. So I just quickly want to greet everybody as you join. Thank you very much for coming in live. I appreciate your time, and I'm not going to take it long than it is. I'm going to make it so smart as, and for those of you that will get to watch the replay, I also would like you to put in the comments whatever it is that you can describe year 2020. That is how I want to start. If I ask you this question, I want you to give me an answer. How can you describe your year 2020 in one word? I want you to leave a comment. Leave in the comments. For me, if I'm going to describe my year 2020, my year 2020 has been transformative, transformational. Let me put it that way. That is one word, transformational. It has transformed every facet of my life. And one big lesson that year 2020 taught me as a person, I would like you to leave in the comments whatever one word you can describe your year 2020 to be. And one lesson that I also want to say that I learned with regards to year 2020 is you must be adaptational. You must learn to embrace change. That is one great lesson, because I saw that the only people that were able to survive, even economically, people that are still able to thrive in their business, people that are still able to thrive in their career, people that are able to forge ahead with regards to every loss and every changes that occurred this year, are the people that were fast to adjust and to adapt to the changes that we witness. Those are the people. And I want to say that if by any means you have fallen below or you have got distracted off the radar of life, there is no hope that is lost. You can retract, you can take charge, you can hold back your life, you can decide today to make up and to start on a new clean slate of a better you, a bigger you, a wider you, and a better version of you that is able to prepare ahead of time to make year 2020 the best. Year 2021 is story, and every good thing that you ever imagine to come true, you can make it happen come 2021. And so I want to quickly say this before I go on, that I want you to summarize everything about your year in 2020 that didn't go out the way you wanted it to. I don't want you to lose focus. And I want to start this teaching by going back to the first video that I did, the first part of this video. Whoever is joining me now that you've not been able to watch the previous edition of this video that this live video, I will ask you to quickly go back to my channel after this broadcast and watch out for the part 1 of this video on how to get the right knowledge that will put you on the right path of winning in the year 2021. And so what are those things I want to start and I want to share with us that are really germane to this teaching this afternoon? The first point I want to get across to every one of us is the fact that your dream, my dream, your purpose, your vision, anything you have either from age 6, 9 that you have desired in your life, it is possible. And I want to share this quote that I read from a book. There was a quote that was shared in one of the books that I read. And the quote says, every time you refuse your strength, it turns into an addiction. It turns into addiction. Every time you refuse your strength, it turns into addiction. What does that mean? What does that strength connote? Your strength is talking about your goal, your dream, your desire, your aspiration, those things that when you were growing up and people ask you, who will you like to be? What do you want to be? Okay, I want to be the best speaker in the world. I want to be the best league. I want to be the best player in the world. I want to be the best this, whoever. I want to be the best mom, best business mogul. I want to be the best entrepreneur in the face of tech different aspects. You know, anything you have so ever desired to be the best in. Every time you refuse to act and to play, and you refuse to give that dream the optimum and the best of you, is going to become an addiction. And what I mean by that addiction is that it's going to become an habit that you will never get anything done in life. I don't know if you are getting me. I don't know. So, but why I say so is this. All over the US, here in the US, every one of us, we can identify with different form of distraction that we have gone through. And I want to just quickly say this. If you are following this in the US alone, look at what the distraction, the election that just passed the few months is causing the whole. Look at what stimulus check is causing. Look at the distraction that the social media is creating. Look at the distraction that gossip, news, different things that are not true, they are causing us. And if you look at each of these things, they are intentional. And that is why this is one of the first points I'm going to start with you, that you must be loyal to your story. You must be loyal to your dream. You must be loyal. And when I mean loyal, look at some of us, when we go to work, we give our best to our employers. We go, we show up when it is 8, you are there. When they say you are leaving, you know, you do everything loyally. But every time it has to do with your dream, look at you as a parent. Look at how loyal you are with your parenting work. Look at how you make sure you show up for your children. You look at the time. Oh, the children have not eaten. It is 6 o'clock. Oh, I need to start preparing dinner. Oh, it is what this time? This is Christmas season. We must cook jollof rice or what have you. Everybody begin to have different plan and different thing about the year. So, you know, those things affect you because you are loyal to those children. You want to make sure that you give them your time. I want you to begin to see how you can begin to become more loyal to your dream and to your aspiration, because this is going to be the secret. It's going to unlock you to become one of those people that will play big in the journey and the league of life come year 2021. And when I mean loyal, you know, many people say, how many of you want to be leaders? How many of you want to be great leaders? How many of you want to be this? You see many people raise up their hand. But I want to let you know that you cannot be a great leader if you are not loyal to your dream. If you are not showing up to your dream, if you are not prioritizing, you are not focusing on your own dream, you are focusing on someone else's dream. You are focusing on all the social media gossip. You are focusing on all what this has to say, on what that has to say. Every of those trends, as good as they are, if you don't see how you can put them in place and make sure you are more loyal and you allow the distraction of the social media to cause you to fall off of your own important dream, then you are going to be victim I don't want you to be among those people that will be victim of year 2020, those people that will be pressurized by the happenings, because it is not stopping yet, but we must embrace ourselves and brace up to become more ready than ever to go after our dreams, regardless of whatever the happenings out there is. Because I want to submit to you that with regards to what 2020 as it is has presented, I want you to know that there are families that had different wins. There are businesses that went, there are businesses that did even tons and tons, and did a lot of turnovers. Yet there are businesses that were forced to shut down. There are homes that are forced to shut down. There are jobs that are forced to close. Depending on wherever you might have found yourself, I want you to know that the first thing you must do is you must create your own reality. Every dreams and every life you are living now, who is writing the story you are living? Who is writing the version of your life you are living? Who created it? I want you to ask yourself this question. Until your own reality is different from the reality that your parents, that the world, that the social media, that the news is giving you, you are not going to play big in the season of life come year 2021. So this is some of the things I want to share with us, that if you are ever going to make a lead in year 2021, you must start to create a new outlook for your life. Come year 2020, you must be ready to take charge of your life. You must make up your mind that everything that has to do with me, I must begin by clearly setting out a path whereby the goals and aspirations that I want for myself will be achievable. And one of the ways that you can achieve this is, one, you must decide to practice. Let me put it the way I put it down. You must create indefinitely by yourself, deliberately, a bubble of strategic ignorance to happenings around you. How do I mean? Every day, if you don't want to be distracted in life, you must stop listening to the news. When I mean listening to the news, I don't mean you are ignorant of what is happening around you. It means you are so focused and so regimented that your own dreams, your own news, your own stories is so important to you that everything about every other people's agenda, they will come later. That when you wake up in the day, the first thing you grab is not your phone. If your phone is not having, is not to show you the calendar of those items of what you are going to do for the day, that the first thing is you do what? You are going to dedicate the first few productive hours of your day into your own dream, into living and creating the kind of reality you want to see. Because if you watch somebody constantly, if you swear at something, you spend more time constantly, you won't know when that thing becomes your reality. You won't know when you begin to believe that reality. That is why when they want us, the media control us, they will give us an headline. They will just keep flamishing. Oh, so many people have died of COVID. This pandemic is claiming social life. And the level of the second lockdown, every life, every home, businesses, they will keep creating that reality. The more you listen and the more you focus to that will become your reality. It will paralyze the power, the grace, the energy, the vibes in you, that you will lose the flow. You will not even want to think of whatever you are designed to do about life. This morning, when I was having a time out with my children, I was showing them the reason why you don't have any reason to say you are poor. I was just showing them from the Bible, where we read in the book of Psalms, that, see, if God has taken time to create everything that mankind needed, we are only expecting God to just come and spoon feed us. That is not going to happen. And that is why every one of us must know, where is that thing inside of me? Where is that thing that is locked up? Is it in my voice? Is it locked up in my hand? Can I write? Can I create? Can I draw? Can I sing? Is it in my voice? When you see me coming out live, this is not my version. Let me tell you my story. I used to be one of the most loneliest person in the world. I used to be a loner. I don't even know how to communicate my voice or to even give credence. When I have an idea, I always believe other people's ideas are good, that mine is not good enough. I always feel other people are better than me. And the reason for this reality that changed my reality for good was the fact that one day I saw a friend that I always looked up to be the best, coming to me and asking me to teach him something that I belittled, that I learned, that I have, like a small skill. That day created a new reality in me, that anything that I have, in fact, let me put it this way for you. Hard work is better than just having, I have this talent. Hard work pays better than talent. Because we have so many people that have talent that they have not taken time to develop and work on that talent. And so what was the small thing that I was doing then? I was just playing the piano. And in that day, that paradigm shift took place in me, that, girl, you are not useless. So don't useless yourself. Don't write yourself up. Don't believe it's over. For parents, for women, ladies out there that you are in your 40s and you are believing that everything about your life has to do with only those children, I come to challenge you and to speak to you that your reality is not only about those kids. Because soonest than you imagine, those children will start to leave the house. Even before they leave, you will begin to see why your true happiness in life is not attached to those things. And that is one of the things that brought me out of my shell. That if my children goes to school and I'm alone at home, so what do I want to use the rest of my life doing? How do I want to come out to my world? How do I want to be seen? And I started that journey of recreating a new pathway for my life in search of the true clarity of whom I've been packaged to be. And when I began to search, to dig, to change my sphere of influence, to begin to read more, to begin to research more, to begin to look at top leaders in my spheres that are doing great work that I desire, I began to see that every one of those people paid the price of making sure that they were loyal to their dream and that they were strategically creating a bubble of ignorance around every other thing that is not important to their goals and aspirations in life. Let me say this thing again. The way you do things is to the way, let me read this thing I wrote down. I said, if you are not loyal to your own dream, you are focused on someone else's dream. And it is not wrong to fall off. Maybe you have fallen off because you have not been living your true dream. You have not been living the true life you wanted. You can go back on course. Look at me. For 40 years, I was living another man's dream. For 40 years of my life, I was just rotating in life in circle. I don't really have what the clear blueprint of what my life is supposed to be. But today, I embarked on a journey to regain those back lost years of mine, because I found an accountable relationship that told me, Diola, there is more to life than what you are witnessing. And I want to encourage every one of you that is here, listening and watching me, that see, together we can embark on this journey to take back our life from every of those distractions out there, to create our own new reality, to create a new story that people can share. That, you know, when you are watching Netflix or you are watching a film, somebody sat down to write that script. And each time you see each fold, each stream, each pages, and each stage and unfolds in that stage of drama, and it becomes interesting, and you are wowed, and you will say, oh, I enjoyed that movie. I want you to imagine your life to be that story, and you imagine yourself to be the one scripting and writing that story. What are you going to write in that script that is going to make life interesting? And I don't mean to be cooking story up. We have all our low moments, our down moments. I have moments in life that I used to use kongi to wash. Some of you that know kongi in Nigeria, that is one soap that we used to do the normal washing for plates. I use it to bathe. I have those moments in my life that there are no toothpaste. You have to cut with scissors, toothpaste, and you will scrap through. I have those moments in my life that I cannot even afford to work. I was jobless. I was redundant. I have those stages of my life that I was failing. I failed for 7 years, sitting back at home, doing nothing, because I could not gain admission to enter the university of my choice. So I don't mean because you want to write the story of your life, you now want to cook up stories that are not real. I mean us coming out in our own vulnerability, coming out in your truest version, in your real person, in your real true color, and asking for help when you need, and begin to live and begin to restrain your step back to success. I tell you, those two things you need. And when you see people that are not changing, it is not because they don't want to change. Number one truth, it is either they don't know the truth, you are living in ignorance, or They know the truth, they are not willing to pay the sacrifice. Because to everything in life, there is a price to pay. If you are in that shoe of people that claims that I don't know what to do in life, that is why I'm stuck. Now I am coming to tell you that come and join me in this journey. Let us start our year together on a clean slate note. Let us start by going on a journey of clarity, understanding who we are truly. And if you are in my shoe, I'm not there yet, but I can tell you some of the little tips that I have done that is helping me to live my life as a mom, as an entrepreneur, a mompreneur, and even also coming on YouTube to do this every once in a week since May. And I've been stayed consistent, and I've been consistent on this. Some of those things that have helped me, I am willing to share. And that is what I do on this community every week. I encourage you to join live. There will be more trainings. There will be more opportunity that you and I can rub minds together freely. And I encourage you to come on this journey. Let me quickly run through what I've shared because I don't want to exceed the 30 minutes of this broadcast. And I just want to wish any one of you that get to watch this replay. And I encourage you to also please share this with your friend. Those are the two things I want to share. Number one, create your own reality. Don't let the social media, don't let people that don't know what is inside of you. You know those dreams that are inside of you. Each time I close my eyes, I know that I'm going to be one of the world best speakers. I know it's going to happen. It's not yet there. I'm not yet there. I'm on a journey. Each time you close your eyes, those things that you know about your strength, about your person, that even your closest friend, even your twin sister cannot even imagine. I want us to see how can we bring it to reality. That is the work. That is the journey we want to embark on come 2021. What are the things that we can do to bring it to life? Number two, every story of your life till date, imagine it. Is this story that people can watch? Is it palatable? Can it be sold? If you know the story of your life is not good enough for you now, how can you create another story? That is the question we're asking. And if with all the challenges that we have all witnessed in year 2020, what are we going to be doing come 2021 to be among those people that will be leaders? And I've shared two things with you. Create intentionally bubble of ignorance, as if you are ignorant of what is happening around you, but you are only fully prepared about what you really need in life. That is your main goal. Focus more attention, more strength, more time, more energy in creating. In fact, if you have not spent 1 hour on your dream, you have not spent 1 hour reading, researching on that your own assignment. If you work 8 to 5 and you give your boss 7 hours, you must give yourself nothing less than 30 minutes and more than an hour on your personal development journey. It is a must for you to win in 2021. You cannot just be trading your life with money, going there to just work, just to earn peanuts. And just imagine if you stop working, what will happen? You must create a pathway to recreate yourself, to start your personal development journey so that a new version of you can begin to emerge. Because I tell you, last week I said the difference between you and your boss is not because of his color, it's not because of his gender, it's not because of his location, it's because he has access to some information. He has access to some level of development that he has given himself into, that have helped him to create that version of himself that is valuable, that is making him boss you, or that is making him earn more than you, or that is making him to be the one in charge of that company or the organization you have found yourself. And so if you want to up the game, you just need to go and master and learn what are the secrets. What are those things they are doing? And the number one thing is they don't toy with their personal development. They don't toy with their dreams. They don't toy with everything that matters to their own dream. They don't put their own dreams on a secondary and put other people's agenda as their own primary agenda. They prioritize their dream. They create their own reality. They create a bubble of strategic ignorance around every other thing that is not important to their dreams and aspiration in life. If that does not happen to you, friends, you are going to be among those people that will be regretting. And I don't want that to be your reality. I don't want you to be a victim in 2021. Get ready and brace up for this new work. Lead yourself. If nobody is leading you, be disciplined. Wake up early. Set the alarm. Look for friend, and I'm willing to be your friend in this journey. Just reach out to me. I am accessible. Send me a mail, send me a text, put down a comment below on the put down any your link on the comments. I can always be there for you. We can always help each other, because one of the things that always sabotage some of this work sometimes, when you don't have environment, you don't create around you accountable relationship of people that can gear you up, people that can motivate you, people that can check on you, accountability partners. Thank you. When you have those people around you, they will always gear you up to greater action. I encourage you to look for people like that. You can find them in the social media. You can find them as a mentor. You can find them as friend. You can follow them. Not only the gossipers and those people are just peddling wrong things. And then it is noisy out there. Make up your mind to stay away from distraction. That's another thing. Distraction. How to get rid of distraction. You have to quiet all the noise. And that is why I mentioned the earlier hours today. You must learn how to quiet all the noise around you. How do you do it? Always embark on solitude. What do I mean by solitude? Creating hours that you alone will be alone. Somebody like me, sometimes I work in the night. Because of my shift gives me room to work in the night. Every time I am done with my work, those earlier of the day from 12 a.m. till like 4, I am on my personal development journey. I have books that I'm going to read. I have stories I have to create. I have videos I have to make material and content for. This is how I started my own solitude. Some of you might be a nursing mother like me. You might just decide to have your mom come for your children in a weekend, and you can just decide the whole day you'll be alone. See, before we end this year 2020, my friends, I encourage you to embark on a solitude. If it's just a day, you alone with your maker, to quiet all the noise around you. Even your phone will not go with you, will be on the silent. You can even switch off your data. Your phone will just be on no data mode, so that there won't be any noise, any alert, anything that will distract you. Create that solitude and hear something new. Hear a voice, a distant voice that has been trying to reach you, to help you know what is the next phase of your life. What is the agenda you want to set for the kind of you that you are going to become? Because I mentioned this thing to a friend I was chatting with. I said, the version of you are seeing now is a version of you that you created 20 years ago, 26 years ago, 30 years ago, whatever. So the kind of sacrifice you put in those years is the version you are seeing. And if the version that you are seeing now is not what you like, if the version of you are now that is your current reality is not what you like, then this is now the time for you to now start creating a new version, to start creating a new pathway, a new framework, a new life, a new pattern of habit that will help you to create the new version of you that you love, that you have wanted to see, or do you even desire, that when you see people in this fight, you feel like, I wish that was me. Stop envying them. Your time will come. See, I am not in my millions. I am not in all those millionaires, what have you. But I know I am on a journey. And once I keep to these habits and to these actions that I'm taking, sooner than now, I am going to feature in those people. You're going to hear from me. And I don't want to be there alone. I want every one of you that is listening to me to be there with me. And so I encourage you, create that moment of solitude, of being alone, of quieting all the distraction around you so you can hear afresh. It is your time. It is your time. It is your time. And it is time to take your life back from everything distracting you. I want to round up by saying this. If your game is not big enough, you will be distracted. You can imagine if some people are playing in the football arena and somebody, you are the player, you are the one people have come to watch, and you had somebody talking, and you now look at the person, you are distracted already. So your game must be so big to you, that your dream must be so big to you, that you cannot allow anything to distract you out of it. Not even a friend, not even your children, not even your husband. So that is what I want to leave you with. I want to stop here. And I will be reading your comments. I will make sure I'll also reply some of the comments that has to do with people. And if you look at yourself and you feel you need somebody, you can reach out to me. The strength of your marriage is the strength of your loyalty to that marriage. I want you to those of you that are married, look at, I am 12 years old in marriage, and I thank God for that. And I want you to imagine what are those things that kept you, or that have kept me 12 years in marriage. I sat down and looked at it. It was last week. The strength of that union is my loyalty to that union. As there be times I fought with my husband, at there be time we have writs, at there be time we have disagreement, at there be time we disagree, or we kept everyone to his own. I'm not talking to him. Yes, there are. But my loyalty to making that union work is what is keeping me in that marriage today. And I also want to tell you, even in your own dream, in your purpose, in your life career, in your work as and you want to be a business, you want to go into business, you want to do anything in life, your loyalty to that cause is going to pay, is going to be what is going to make you to become celebrated in that place. And so, friends, it has been a wonderful year, 2020. We have few days for this year to be over, and I want to appreciate every one of you that have spent time to watch any of the video I've done in the past 6 months. Those of you that have shared the video, those of you that liked, those of you that have commented, I want to so much appreciate you. This is my appreciation to you. And I want you to say, come year 2021 is going to be bigger, the award is going to be greater, and we are going to get more things done in our sphere of influence to make our world become better off. Thank you very much for watching. I enjoy the time you have spent with me. And please share this video with anyone that you feel it can be of help to. I look forward to seeing you until I see you next 2021. Please go out there and crush it. Go out there and live your dream. Go out there and create the right environment you want and the right life you want for yourself that will make you free from the system of the world. Thank you everyone for watching. I love you. Bye. I will go through the chat. I want to end this broadcast. Oh, where is the link? Okay, I'm seeing the book.